All right, well, here I am. We'll see what happens. Come and knock on my door. I don't know if that's me or if someone else came in. Still not too familiar how this works. Right, well, I'll wait for a few minutes and see. If you're watching the replay, well, I'll try to say something, I guess. Oh, well, someone came to say hello. Hello. So, what I'm thinking of doing for a video series, I'll just talk to myself like I'm filming a video, I guess, is a series that I think of calling Frenchie Tries, where I'm going to take stitches from the Stitch Dictionary and follow the instructions. And that way I learn a thing or two. I just don't know, like, if I'm going to make the whole swatch in advance or do a bit and fast forward, or I don't know. We'll have to see. So there's a lot in there, so that should keep me in content for a while. Other than that, I'm still making and frogging this top. And hopefully I'll stop frogging and start progressing. I'm got a couple of more projects on the way. Finishing that Bag O' Day shawl / waterfall cardigan that I've had an idea of making. Realized I didn't make it wide enough, so I'll have to add panels to the end. I had to order more yarn for that. And I ordered yarn from Zenny. To do that, it's a little bit cheaper. It's not a huge deal. You save $1 per skein just about and pay about the same thing as shipping as I usually pay with Yarn Canada. Is I can't afford to order yarn $75 at a time to get free shipping. So I can't wait to get my Zany order. I got an email saying that it was processed. So hello, welcome. Not Zenny, Zulily, Zenny. I'm not buying glasses. I'm buying yarn. Zulily. Silly me. I don't know who's here, but thank you for coming. Hi, Julie. All right, Julie. Thank you for coming. Well, at least it got in the system fine now. Last time, a week after it's processed, it was still in the system. It took so long that Purolator declared it lost. And the next day it showed up in the system and I got it delivered. Zulily refunded my order and gave me a $5 gift certificate. So win. Purolator basically paid for it. But this time they actually got on the ball with it. It says it's in transit, but they usually transfer it to Canada Post. But that doesn't happen yet. Other than that, is there anything else I ordered? I ordered stuff from Amazon, but that's not yarn related. Compressed air for my fan, and hello, Pastel Dreams. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to like. Can hear me okay? I'm on my headphones, so I want to make sure that's not working. All right, good. So yeah, Amazon, I ordered some beans and some compressed air to clean my fan. because it's disgusting. And yeah, beans are the cannellini beans. I don't get them over here, and I love them. They're so good. Mash them in the pan with some onions and butter and garlic. Put that on toast. That is yummy. So I don't. Have you ever been in one of my lives? I haven't done much. Pastel, maybe. I think I recognize your icon. Granny! Hey, Granny! Other than that, where was I? Yeah, I decided to start over my daughter's cardigan. Well, welcome, Pastel. Just as Urban Yarn Gary would say, welcome. Yeah, it's just fun. It's Granny! I think she's just still cleaning her mug and refilling it. I'm not sure. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome. So what is everybody up to today? I'm trying to actually make progress on this. Oh, there's Lisa and Cindy are live on their own tab. Well, there goes my audience. Hey, Mel. Battery's about to die. Oh no. Thank you for coming. Would you like a blue dress, Granny? And Julie, you get a blue dress. Finally learned how to do that. All right, you too, Mel. You rescued yarn that was being rehomed and a ton of wreath making stuff for my cousin. Okay. It's moderators. That means that if someone is misbehaving, you can kick them out. So when you put your mouse over their name Over on the right hand side, there'll be like 3 dots. You click on that, you can put them on a timeout, hide their comments, stuff like that. So right now I only had a few people that I put in advance, and I didn't know how to do that while I was live, but Froggy explained it to Deb's Crochet earlier, so now I'm doing it. Hang on, I'm going to go scold Lisa for starting a live with All right, I can't hear anything.
Frenchie says y'all started a live like 2 minutes after me. Oh, I'm sorry, Frenchie. I'm sorry. We're not going to be on long, though, because I'm sure that StreamYard will boot me out in no time. And no, it's not going to be a 10 or 11 or 12-hour live. It's just going to be, hey, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on in your house? And may I just say...
Computerized pepper spray. Good. Well, they're dressed on theirs.
A rabbit hole for... Since when, Cindy? When was your live?
I seem to do Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I believe it was a Tuesday.
No,
was it
no.
Yeah, I think I did a live Wednesday night.
All right, I'll turn them off. Lisa's out of time, though. She says it won't be a long one today, she says. Well, if she's out of time and StreamYard kicks her out, then, you know, I'll be happy to have them. But it won't be a long one. Meanwhile, and then 10 hours later, it's like, no, it wasn't long. No. Thank you, Granny. Hey, welcome everybody else that's here. Thank you for lurking. If you don't want to talk, that's okay. Just give me a light. Stay for a spell. Give me the hours. I don't mind. Mind you, I still have 850 subs to go before I get monetized, so the hours ain't gonna do much, but they'll be there ready to go. Oh my God, Julie. Alive, showing alive, yeah. Speaking of Lisa and Cindy. And that was like the last time. They even titled it Mini Live. Coco shows up, says, I'll be starting mine later. Okay, yeah, no, we're just here until you start yours, and then we'll join you. Daniel shows up. Next thing you know, it's a party. And then talk, and time passes, and we keep going. And then Coco, like hours later, shows up. Like, I thought you were coming over. And turns out that she had been broadcasting our live on her live, laughing at us for like the last hour. And then everybody started going into everybody's live. And then Daniel shared his screen while he was on Coco. And it was like a live within a live within a live. It was pandemonium, like complete chaos. So yeah, Julie, a live showing a live has happened before, and it was epic. Man, did we laugh. Yeah, exactly. Oh, so you were there. Yeah, it was a mirror facing a mirror. Like Daniel, his Coco was sharing a screen, and Daniel was sharing a screen, and they both have a restream. So it was like, oh my God. It was wild. I'll never forget that. We laughed. Everybody started lurking in everybody else's. We were playing theirs, they were playing ours. It's like YouTube was probably going, what the what? Yeah, them nighttime YouTube streets can be pretty lots of shenanigans going on. Oh, well, that's awesome. I have all the likes from the people that are here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So those of you that are at 1 o'clock in the morning, what was for dinner? What did I have for dinner? Burgers and candy. So naughty. The West Coast, what are you having for dinner? Hey, Diana, thank you for coming. Lurking is fine. I don't mind. What are you crocheting? If you don't want to say, that's fine. If you want to lurk. More coffee already? Okay. So I have my tank top here. Wow, some of those stitches really kind of got sunk in here. I have my shawl from Bag O' Day that I ran out of yarn width for because I miscalculated the width that I was going to need to make it into a cardigan. I'm redoing my daughter's cardigan from scratch and actually going to follow a pattern because I realized that designing my own is just not working. Reclaiming yarn, that's good. Hopefully it's not too kinked up and set in its ways. If you have a Swift, you can always steam it, I guess. Or
Stop. Okay, I have to.
cool. Hats off on. They don't take long. They're not as frustrating as garments. So UFOs, unfinished object or unidentified fiber objects. If it's been so long, sometimes that can be feel like that's what it is. Like, what was I trying to make with this? Got a ball winder, but the cane is missing. In the part that you wrap the yarn on. The cone. Oh, the cone, not the cane. Okay. Yeah, and I realized that just my eyes are lying to me. Oh, well, if you can order a replacement, I guess that's a good thing. Hi, Spring. How you doing? Thanks for coming. I'm doing good. Just maybe one day I'll finish this. I feel like Penelope working on her tapestry and every night pulling it apart so it's never finished. So three, 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 two is it? Sorry, I'm going over my pattern out loud so I don't get lost. Three and four at the end. 2017. Do they still have the weather data for that? Or do you have it all written down? $2017, like wow, okay. Trying to think the blanket I'm making for my dad. What? That's August, right? That's what they want for August, right? The hats and scarves and mittens. Oh, well, that's good then. If you have, privilege access to that kind of stuff, that I have a Ripple blanket that I'm stopped working on for my dad like over a year ago. I have a reversible shell blanket that I was making for my daughter, but I stopped that at the end of spring because it was getting warm. She's probably not gonna let me park it because she wants it. And I have my Bagode scarf, my daughter's tank top, her cardigan. So I'm just hooking along here. Yeah, how many have you made? I can't think of who it is right now, but some, or how much, but they had like a bunch. Like 11 or something crazy like that. But if you're just going to make all her hats, I mean, just that will make you like fast entries. And then there's people who are making sweaters and blankets and other kind of garments, and it's like she's got like 30 hats. I have too much of my own stuff to do the bottle on. That's right. 4, 6, 4, 6. Four tops and one shawl. Cool. And 3 in each, 4 in the last. Sorry, I was just going back to my pattern here to make sure. Because I frogged this so much. No. Other than that, Where is everybody from? I'm going to start writing this thing down because I got to get to know my regulars. And if I don't write it down, I'll never know, and then I'll sound rude. But unfortunately, my brain doesn't like to cooperate with the remembering stuff. And Stephanie Hoffa from West Virginia. No, South Dakota. West Virginia is spring. And do you want to go by Spring, or do you have a first name? Diana Apple is South Carolina. Oh, Spring is your name. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. Everybody else that's here again, I got a couple of new people. Thank you. Don't forget to hit like. I should start to prepare topics of conversation before I start these things. Oh, Sleepy Hollow. And Gwenny is in North Carolina. Hold on a second. Request to address. Oh, short-term memory. Okay. Here to there. That and that. Yeah, here. Takes care of business. So, other than crocheting, what do you do in your spare times? What are your favorite TV shows? Me, I crochet. I like RuPaul's Drag Race. Obviously, I like Big Bang Theory. Um, big Star Trek fan. That is really cool, Granny. The Lighthouse was filmed not far from here, with like William Defoe and what house was in there? Writing a book about what? Wow. I'm not big on horror movies myself, and I don't have the brain for Sudoku. Wow, they do a lot of filming in your area, Granny. It's pretty popular too. Um, I filmed The Scarlet Letter around here. Like I said, The Lighthouse just recently. There was another movie, I think in the spring, and it's another big star. I don't remember who it was. Like another like A-lister. Cool. That sounds interesting, Granny. Yeah, The Scarlet Letter was with oh wow, she was married to Bruce Willis. Demi Moore is filmed in Nova Scotia. I'm in New Brunswick, but it's not far. The lighthouse, though, you don't see a lot of scenery. They just use the last lighthouse that we had around Halifax, I think it was. And it wasn't not far from Halifax. But the Scarlet Letter, you really do see a lot of the nature in Nova Scotia because it's a period movie. So Tired of reading. Work for an eye doctor. Yeah, working for law enforcement. That must have been interesting. Other than that, is there anything you want to know about me? Ask me questions. Yeah, not nowadays. Wow. Things are going wild nowadays. Here, I'll put up the link in case someone wants to come and say hello. Oh, well, my favorite color is purple. That's, Rose likes crochet, and a lot of people. I guess it's not an original favorite color. Is that mine not or theirs? Okay, that's mine. Ugh, laundry. Laundry never ends. Laundry multiplies. It's their laundry's like tribbles. You leave them alone too long and they'll just. Oh, hi, Julie. Oh, sorry, I was distracted.
Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?
It's going all right.
Oh,
Thank you for coming up.
I thought I'll sit on my butt, watch your live, do some crocheting, and then it came to my attention it's Thursday. Oh man, so I had about 8 bags of garbage to get out there. My trash can's filled, so I filled up the neighbors too, with his permission. Got that taken out, and I go in the bathroom. That's where I have the washer and dryer, and I'm like, what the hey? So I got a load in the dryer, load in the washer, and a load on deck. And I got a load of dishes.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? It all sneaks up on you.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna sit down for a minute, catch my breath. The air quality out there is very poor. You know, when they say that, I kind of ignore it, but I went out there and it's so humid and everything's just hanging in the air, and I'm like, oh. So now my chest kind of.
Yeah, where are you again, Julie?
I'm in Canton, Ohio.
Did I write that? I'm gonna write that.
I'm in
down.
Canton, Ohio.
See, face to face is gonna help because just words on a screen and my brain just goes like. What are you trying to do to me?
Oh my goodness.
It's like Bugs Bunny says about Ohio. It's high in the middle and round on both ends.
Yep.
That's Bugs Bunny. Oh,
Definitely.
Granny's here. Granny's here. Hang on. I'm coming.
So we've been lucky the severe storms have gone around us. Hi, Granny.
Yeah.
Got the coffee,
trying-
girl.
Let me just find my
Right now I got some Pepsi.
a better line up here. Is that the one? There we go. Okay, but that makes Granny smaller than us.
That's okay.
Oh, she's
be
on
alright.
vertical. She's on portrait.
She's taller.
That's why. Daniel, I thought you were taking a shower and spending time with Ash. Okay, just a quick hello. Okay, good.
All right. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Oh,
Too much sugar. That's
Right.
why you haven't rested any.
Diana, I poured myself a cup of coffee, put
Yeah,
on my
that was
pants, and
45
decided to
minutes
pretty
ago.
much call it a day. You know, I've just been doing like house chores, random, just trying to keep up. And well, I'll be up tonight doing house chores, just trying to keep up. Oh my gosh. I've been working on my bod sweater. This is the second panel.
Pretty.
And
Cool.
I'm one of those that can't just shut up. So my hands are on the keyboard instead of the hook, and that's how come I don't have this beep done yet.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Now your hands are free.
yeah. So maybe I can get a couple extra rows in here. So, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've got my phone into charge, so I'm having to hold it because of the cord.
I see.
So I won't be in here too much longer because I got to start getting ready for work tomorrow. Good old fashioned work. I found out what I want to be when I grow up.
Retired?
Yep.
Yep.
Or real tired.
Really?
Yeah, I went
Okay.
I
you
went
just
from
completely changed my
retired and I
whole thing.
just got really tired. I seem to have like mispronunciated something somewhere. Oh my gosh.
Keeping up with a 2.5-year-old granddaughter. I'm glad that I didn't have children any later in life.
Whew.
But wow. And to think my daddy was 81 when his first grandchild was born.
Wow.
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 So Diana says, so Julie, what have you been doing today? I think you pretty much summed it up already.
Yeah, getting really tired. I got to work on retiring here. This isn't working for me. But I did get a wicker shelf put up. Well, not a shelf. It's like a stand, you know. And I was going up the steps and I got to the top and I lost my balance. So I let go of the wicker shelf and grabbed the rail in the wall. I didn't fall. I kind of twisted my leg a little. But the shelf hit the stairs, come down, and everybody tried to jump out of their chairs. I think everybody wrenched their back doing it, but I said, I'm okay. Oh, my leg was sore last night, but I didn't say nothing. But I could not get that top shelf on, so I said, oh, screw it. I've got a big stack of yarn like this. Instead of a shelf, I just piled it. It looks good enough. So I got that in
still
my bedroom.
have my wire cubes that I got a week ago still in the box.
Oh, it's only a week. You got plenty of time.
Yeah.
I got those squared white boxes with the doors that go on them, cubes from Amazon. I don't know if anyone's
Yeah.
seen those. And I got three of them.
All times, yeah.
Different size. I got three of them. My son assembled one of them in March. There's pieces all over the bedroom for the other one. I think I got it in a pile, and then the other one's still in the box. So see, there's a catch to it. My son pointed out,
Procrastinators of the world.
and he said, "Mom,
Unite.
here's the paradox.
Yeah,
Mom.
maybe next week.
You want your yarn room straightened out." And he goes, "I applaud you for that, but you've got 10 million skeins and all these boxes that line the wall. You got an alley and then you got a box wall. I can't set this up with the yarn in there, but there's no place to put the yarn, so I can set the boxes up or set the shelving up so you can put the yarn away. I'm like, oh, and he goes, and then my own child, 20 years old, Mom, clean your room so we can get in it and get stuff done. I said, you
Yeah,
need to just shut the front door, get out of my room. And he's like, yeah,
the
didn't
3-year-old was saying to me
doesn't
too.
that sound dumb to you now? I said, no.
Or we could just,
Oh,
or you could just do like bag o day and buy a new house and keep the old one as the yarn house.
I'm thinking about it. Sometimes I get so frustrated. I just want, if I could carry all my yarn and run away from home, I would. But I can't take all my yarn with me. I got too much of it. My
You need to
mother-in-law is
drop
sitting
it.
in the back laughing. My mother-in-law is behind the curtain laughing and laughing.
Double trailer, super trucks,
Oh, supersized deluxe double trailers just for the yarn alone.
just to take the yarn.
Or a
Does it have
magic
a
bag like
earring
Hermione from
from
Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to take you with me, Gwen, but if you're going to be that way about it.
I would smother it.
Hermione's
Or
bag
TARDIS.
is up for pink that they had.
Oh, she's backtracking. She's backtracking now. Okay. All she wants is a
You were saying
recliner
about
with a vibrating heat
Granny?
massage.
I said either Hermione's bag or that tent that they had that just seemed like it was endless, even though it was real small.
Yeah, well, the tent is for, that's for living in. You can plant that outside the house. There you go.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I'm going to say good night, y'all. Love you. And I'll see
Baby.
y'all soon, okay?
All right. Love you too.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you for coming.
Corner, buddy.
I appreciate the support.
Of course, anytime that I'm at home and I'm near the TV and the cell phone, you got me.
All righty. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Well, Gwen, if you don't want that vibrating heat massage chair with a cooler for the cold drinks, I'll take it. You can sit on the floor.
You won't want it.
What? A vibrating recliner with a drink cooler?
Yeah.
Ooh, Cadillac recliner. Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Oh, I swear. I'd be finished with this tank top if I wasn't frogging it so much.
Oh, that was that cardigan I was working on. I was so busy with the live chats and stuff, and I miscounted on no, it was my shawl. I'm sorry, my shawl. And I miscounted my turning chain on my rows. And so I ended up with like a V pattern going, and I had to frog 70
Yeah.
rows.
Oh my lord.
I look back through my notes, 70 rows is the most I've ever had to frog at one time. I was ready just to throw it. Man, I had a garbage bag ready, and I thought, nope, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to beat this thing. So, and it was a simple one. That's what made me so mad. It was a simple pattern, you know.
Well, yeah, it's like my
what-
bag o' day scarf. It turns into something super pretty, but it's simple stitches. Like that Crystal is a miracle worker with her math.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, this is just double crochets and chains and single crochets. That's it. That's
Beautiful.
all it is.
That is
Like,
beautiful.
She's like a prodigy at
Yes.
dreaming up pattern. It's amazing. She was telling on her interview with David that when she does a tutorial, she just comes up with the pattern on the fly because she's got the math so drilled into her head that when she sees that she has so many stitches left, she knows exactly what stitch pattern to use.
Oh, yeah.
Right off the cuff, right off the fly. It's like, Okay.
I wish I had half her skill and talent, just half, even a quarter of it. I would be like cloud nine if I had a quarter of her skill and talent. She's amazing.
It just blows me away. Like she's told that story so many times.
Yeah.
Like she was taught all the stitch multiples like a drill sergeant.
Yep.
And like it's like memorized and burned into her head. And I'm lucky if I can remember what I had for breakfast.
I hear you on that one. I get up in the morning and I have my routine, and if I get distracted, I got to sit there, look at my pill bottle. Did I take them or not? You know. Takes
Yeah,
about an
no,
hour
I
to
have
realize.
I have a pill caddy.
Oh my gosh.
I have a pill caddy with all, the dates and everything. But
Mhm.
do I refill it? No. So, yeah, Crystal is indeed phenomenal.
Yeah.
Now let's see if my power of manifestation.
Crystal. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, the
If
other
she ever
day,
if she would ever pop into one of my lives, I would be like, trying not to act like a freaking tourist, Oh my gosh. I worked at a Walmart in Tennessee, Paris, Tennessee, and it was not uncommon for country music stars and celebrities to come into our Walmart. And when you're in training, they train you. You do not act like a tourist. They're just a regular customer. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. I had the privilege of meeting Loretta Lynn. She came through my
Wow.
line, and I looked up, because I'm like major fangirl. Okay. And she had a question,
Wow.
and I had to tell Loretta Lynn no.
Oh,
And I stopped, come around the counter, and I said, "This is what I do with all customers." I took her by the hand and said, "Honey, we can't do that here at this Walmart." And I said, "I'm really sorry. However, I will get my CSM because I'm sure she can come up with another method, whatever the situation was now." And I said, I'll be right back. And I signaled my CSM, and Loretta had questioned her about it and said, "Yeah, that Yankee just goes over there and wants to grab everybody's hand. I don't know. It's just a Yankee thing, I guess." Loretta Lynn come over and she patted me on the back, rubbed my shoulder and said, "Honey, I know that was hard for you to tell me no." I said, "It's always hard for me to tell a customer no, but yeah." It's like she touched me. I mean, I'm like Jello, just Jello shaking on the inside, trying to catch
Yeah.
my breath,
yeah, I can imagine.
And then another person who came through was Hank Williams Jr. and Kid Rock. They came in at night, and it was before they did the cutoff on selling of the beer and stuff. But they came in, and it happened to be my birthday. And when you worked the night shift, I had this outrageous birthday hat and this outrageous cape and everything. And they looked at me, and I said, "Yes, I work here. How may I assist you?" And it's like, why, Kid Rock was like, "Why are you dressed that way?" I said, "It's my birthday. It's kind of an overnight tradition." And they started smiling. They sang happy birthday to me.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, they sang happy birthday to me. I couldn't hardly work for the
And
rest
you
of the night.
survived?
Barely. And then the other
my
third
God.
event was Chuck Norris. I had just had my son David, and I was due like first week of January, and my doctor wanted to go to Antarctica to celebrate Christmas, so he wanted to deliver him on the 23rd so he could make it to Antarctica for Christmas. Well, December 14th, I'm in a factory working 12-hour shifts 7 days a week. And I thought, man, I'm really achy. I get into the bathroom, sit on the bench, and I realized that the pain in my back was coming in waves. So I went out and the one gal that worked there, she must have been about 70. She worked this little shuttle press. And I said, and she'd had like 12 kids, you know. And I said, I got a question. I had her cut the press off, and she goes, honey, what's wrong? And I told her about my back. She put her hands on my back. She goes, honey, you're in labor. I said, my doctor told me not to be in labor. Oh no. So everybody's panicking. It's like, I'll drive myself to the hospital. From the time I walked in the emergency room to the time that I was in surgery was 45 minutes.
Oof.
So I had a healthy baby boy, and I was not ready for him. I thought I had another week, you know. And while I was in the hospital, I gave birth on a Thursday. You had to work that whole week without missing a day. Well, obviously I was going to miss Friday. So we were given time off, holiday pay. I could get my unemployment, but I wouldn't get my holiday pay because I missed Friday. Well, the owners had come in, and everybody on the floor is like, hey, that's not fair to Julie. They looked at my work record, and they showed up at the hospital, 3 men in suits. So the nurses come in and said, it looks like the FBI is here. What have you done? I was like, what? The guys walk in, and they announced, we're with Manar, we're the owners. And we didn't think it was fair you not get your bonus pay. And each of them was looking at my boy, and they said, we just had to see the Manar baby. That's what they called my child, the Manar baby.
Mm-hmm.
And they handed me a check for $5,000.
Wow, that's nice.
I had worked 13 months, 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week without missing a shift. Yeah.
Wow.
I only gained 7 pounds when I was pregnant. And he weighed 7'9". So even my pants didn't fit when I went home. But I get out of the hospital, and I go to Walmart, and I go into the garden section because that's closest to the pharmacy. I thought I got to get the diapers and, you know, stuff like that. And I had my son with me, and Lori was working the register, and I hear this voice behind me, a very familiar voice. And I'm like, you know, I turned, it's Chuck Norris. He was there buying bicycles up for the bike rodeo. He held he sponsors a bike rodeo for the kids. And
Right.
So he was there placing the order for the bikes and everything. And he said, well, I heard that you had a baby. I had to come see. And I held him out. Chuck Norris picked him up and kissed him on the forehead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I told my son, I said,
Anointed by the Chuck Norris invincibleness.
yep. I said, your claim to fame is that Chuck Norris kissed you on the forehead.
That is some claim to fame. Wow.
Yeah. But it's really hard to maintain a professional composure when, you know, people come in. I'm like, oh.
All these. Yeah, I know. I mean, I've never met any like huge international stars, but I'm a big fan of Michael Smith. He's a celebrity chef around here.
Okay.
And since he lives close to here, like he's pretty famous in Canada, like he's big in Canada. And he lives in the town that I take the ferry to go home in the summer. And basically I contacted his PR relation. He says, I'm coming back on this date. He had a little shop in that town. He had a little like food shop. And I'm bringing back some local stuff that I'd like to give to him. And he came over to meet me.
Wow.
He invited me to his. Yeah, he writes a lot of cookbooks now. He used to be on TV. He had a lot of TV shows over the years. He was even on Iron Chef against Bobby Flay.
Oh, wow.
But now he just writes cookbooks. And he invited me to his test kitchen a couple of days later, but I was on my way home and I didn't have a car and I didn't have a ride. So unfortunately I had to decline. But about 3 or 4 years later, he had a book signing in here in this town for one of his new cookbooks. And I went and he recognized me and, you know, how are you and how are the kids? And
Huh.
So you remembered my youngest, because my youngest, wow, was she a firecracker when she was little. It was not there was nothing that just scared her or got in her way, or
Wow.
and she's still the same today. Like, she's got charisma up the wazoo. And she's been at her new job for like just over a month now, and like everybody loves her, and
Oh, that's good.
like gave her extra shifts, and she started as the pool attendant. Now they want her to waitress at the restaurant.
Oh, that's awesome.
And yesterday, and I really hope that the guest did speak to management about that. When they left the pool, he says, "You did more in the 1 hour that we were here today than the two girls in the hour and a half we were here yesterday."
Wow.
So I do hope that they spoke to management about that.
Yeah.
Proud of her. And of course, there's my oldest that's going to be a teacher. I've talked to that to several people, so you probably were in one of the lives when I said that.
I don't remember. No, I don't remember.
Yeah, she got her certificate in the spring, and she's already going in full time.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
No supply. She's got her class.
Well, that's
Gonna
great.
that's going to be a 3-10 split, because there's a lot of kids this year, but not enough for 2 classes each. So they have
Ah.
2 full classes of 3 and 4, and then a split class.
Okay.
And she's the one who got the split class, so she's got her work cut out for her.
Yeah.
She was in a split class in middle school. So
When I went to school, first and second were in one room, third and fourth were in one room, and fifth and sixth were in one room.
yeah. Then there were the old days where they were all in the same room. That must not have been fun. Can't imagine planning a curriculum for 6 different
Yeah.
grades
That would be hard.
at 16,
Yep. Definitely hard.
because that's how young you were when you started being a teacher, like here in Canada.
Yeah, for a lot of the
Like the
rural
big-
schools in the U.S.,
well,
it's that way too.
Yeah, the school here was in Charlottetown back in the day, and well, that was for PI. I think that they all had their teaching schools, but yeah, you went away for school at 15 years old. You were in boarding school to go to Charlottetown to be a teacher.
Oh, wow.
That must have been rough.
Yeah.
They had the train, so they were home on all the holidays, and some of them were close enough to take the train every weekend, but that was, in the late 19th century, early 20th, like late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
Can't imagine leaving home at 15, though. Wow.
No.
No, I don't think we're short on teachers. I'm not sure what the situation is for everyone else, but my daughter in particular, she did have an advantage that she's a visible minority, and they have a program for that. So she lucked out on that end, but she still got rave reviews from her practicum supervisor. So
Okay.
she can back it up. She might have had a boost, but she can back it up. Okay, now I have an extra stitch.
Oh.
That's easy to ignore. I'm just gonna DC2 together.
Hey, there's times I've looked at a project, said, screw it, I'll fix this
Problem.
without frogging it.
Well, this, it's just double stitches, and the lacy part on the side I have to frog, but if I skip or miss a stitch, if I skip a stitch or add one, double stitch one or knit or stitch two together, problem solved. Just
So
have to do
Diana,
that.
here in Canton, at least the last couple of years, they've actually had to close down schools and condense schools because of shortage of students. A lot of folks are homeschooling.
Well,
They're kind of fed up. I'm not going to get into issues, but when you look at the curriculum at the school, you got to make a decision for your child, and a lot of folks,
new math.
a lot of folks are like, they're not even able to fill out job applications. They can't pass college entrance exams. They're just going to homeschool. Not everybody has to go to a 4-year. They have the technical programs. You can get a diploma or a 1-year or a 2-year degree, an associate degree, and really make some good money in the workforce. But if you can't even pass the exam to get into that, oh man. So I am using a 5.5 millimeter hook, and this one was made by Noni May. She gave it to me as a gift. And I didn't think I'd like these polymer clay hooks, but she wanted me to try it, and I'm like, I like this. I was surprised. Oh,
That
okay.
again.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull this. Okay, it's 5.5 millimeter, and then the polymer clay. I said,
Yeah, so
I really like it.
You just buy the regular hooks and then you stick them in the.
Stick them in the oven. Yeah. Stick them in the stuff bake. I'm not sure how it all goes, but I had one before. I did not like it because the end was so heavy, and it threw me off. This one's a little bit more. Yeah, this one's more balanced. I mean, there's no absolute perfect balance with polymer, but this is like pretty spot on. Yeah, we have some private schools here in Canton too. Religious based. A big one. A couple of the big ones are the Catholic schools. There's 3 others. I don't know what denomination though, or if they even have, or if they're non-denominational. But they're religious based. You got to be a member of the church to send your kid there, kind of thing. So.
I mean, it depends on who runs it and what their outlook is, I guess, because some of them just teach the kids to be, narrow-minded and judgmental.
Yeah. I can't speak for the whole county, but here in Canton, when they do the advertising for students with these private schools, the church ones. They really push a program called STEM. That's science, technology,
Yeah, oh, that's
engineering,
good
and
then.
mathematics. They're pushing
Well,
the
that's
STEM.
good.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
if
they have
they're-
school, we have school prayer, STEM. We will, basically that's their core programs. And it's like the importance of being able to try to get scholarships or at least pass the exams so you can get into college. That's their focus.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because there are all those, science deniers. And
Oh, yeah.
I was in a gaming group once, and this kid came in, and first questions right off the bat: Are you Christian? No, we accept and support every religion, every aspect. Okay, sorry, can't stay. I'm only allowed to speak to Christians.
Ooh.
That really cooked my noodles.
Yeah.
So,
Now, I was baptized Catholic, and when they ask what denomination, and if I say Catholic, oh, you're not a Christian then. What? What?
well, let's see. Baptism, First Communion, Confirmation,
Yeah. Do you believe in the
marriage,
Do
last
you believe in
rites.
Do you believe in the Trinity? If the answer is yes, you're Christian. It doesn't matter the name on the door or which pew you sit in. If you believe in the Trinity, you're Christian. It's basic principle there. You may
Yeah, I
interpret
mean-
things different. You may one extreme to the other different, but that's okay, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a religious person at all. I was raised Catholic. I've had all the rights except marriage and last rites.
Hmm.
But I mean, I was married, but not by the church.
Yeah. Do I agree with every teaching in the church? No. And that's any denomination. Any denomination. I think, like I said, you go from one extreme to the other. I'm like, form your own thought and
Yeah,
just
any form of discrimination is like no. See ya. Because you say
So
that
I'm
you
at
can't
odds,
be this and you
you
can't
know.
be that. Bye.
I explain to people, the greatest sin you ever can commit is when you block people from coming to the altar. And they said, that's not true. And I'm like, yes, it is. Even no matter which Bible you pick up, which version of the Bible you pick up, there's a section in there where his disciples tried to stop someone from approaching him. And he chastised his disciples for doing it. He took them to task. That is
Exactly.
like something you can't, if he's willing to
Let the
chastise his
little
disciples.
children come on to me.
Yep. So if you keep people away from the altar, oh man, there's a huge accountability. I don't want to be in that judgment seat. I'll tell you that.
I mean,
I got enough on my
You're
plate.
not gonna be-
but I'm not going to tell people you can't pray or you can't go to the altar, or you can't go to church. I'm not saying, I'll never tell anybody that.
absolutely not. But I mean, you're telling someone like trying to go out of your way to hurt the LGBTQ communities. Like, are you going to go to hell if you stay home and do nothing? No. If you believe they're going to hell, let them go to hell.
Yeah, it's not your place to.
You're not going to go to hell if by staying home and doing nothing about it.
Yeah.
That's
See, I think when you block the church door and say, no, you cannot come in, there's the crime. You're in trouble blocking that church door. I'm
makes
telling
me
you.
laugh. The worst oxymoron that I ever seen in my life was a guy with a tattoo of the Bible verse that says that sleeping with a man is a sin. It's literally like 6 lines later. It says the exact same thing about tattoos.
Wow.
It's like, They just they cherry pick the Bible to back themselves up for being a-holes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that part.
But it's I think was it that The Office, that famous scene when he starts quoting Bible verses, saying like, "Do I need to burn my mother at the stake privately, or can I have a gathering of my family and friends for doing wearing two fabrics at the same time or something?"
Hmm.
Like that was brilliant. I love that scene so much.
So Mel, you got a little charge. I'm back for a bit. Okay. I wasn't ignoring you, Mel.
Oh yeah, her phone was dying, so she boosted it. Now she's back. Well, I appreciate you using your little charge on me. Thank you. I'm actually doing it right. How about that?
Awesome. I still got to get the sleeves on my cardigan, and then I can do a finished objects video. Then I got 3 boxes of clearance yarn my sister sent me from Hobby Lobby. I got to videotape that. Oh, best of plans, and I get sidetracked.
Yeah, well, it's like they say, you make plans and God laughs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Miss Lisa, I won't stay long. It's been on for an hour now.
Okay. I am working on the Bag a Day sweater that she posted, I believe, July 4th. It's 2 panels. Ouch. And I'd have a lot more done if I didn't talk with my hands on chat all day long. Yeah, I'm bad.
So now she's on panel and she can work on it.
Yep. So
Doing
this is kind of what it looks like.
That's pretty. But then again, everything that Crystal makes is pretty.
Yes, it is. It is. Ugh. So Mel, what have you got on your hook? Ugh.
I have made another one like it for my youngest, but she never wore it. So when her sister came to visit, she stole it.
Thank you, Mel. Oh.
And then people who don't know crochet and have no idea. Day before she leaves, she says, "It's my friend's birthday tomorrow and I wanted to give her something. Can you make her something?" No. It doesn't have to be big. Like, how about like a cup cozy? Well, a cup cozy I can do. Yeah, I can make her 3 or 4 even. So I made her a couple of cup cozies, and she decided to give her that tank top. And says, just make another one for me and send it to me when it's done. A deal.
Yes, okay. Diana, I have been talking about those 3 boxes for about a month. Yeah. I know. I got to get taping.
So, I don't know. I haven't put out a video for, other than the flip through video from the planner I won. I won a Crojo planner last week. That shows the YouTube one. So I got it on Wednesday, and straight out of the box, I made a video to go through it. So that was.
Well, I have all kinds of plans. I could write them in a planner, but it doesn't mean it's going to get done.
Yeah, that's a YouTube content planner. It's not a crochet project planner.
Yeah.
So you
and I do have plans for the YouTube videotape. Oh.
Yeah, well, me too. I have. I bought the Crochet Everyday Stitch Dictionary.
Oh,
And I was thinking of doing a series where I make the swatches to teach myself the stitches.
oh, okay.
Like not a tutorial, like it wouldn't be a tutorial, it'd be, and I just don't know how to present it. Either do the swatch in advance and talk about it, or make it top down and like in accelerated, or
I don't know.
because they teach you to do the shaping increase and decrease, and the ending increase and
Mhm.
decrease. And that's one thing that I want to learn is like increase and decrease. They're easy, and single, double, triple crochet, that's easy.
Yeah.
But when you have like a ripple stitch, or you have a different stitch count or anything like that, and that one, no, I went and threw it out of hand's reach.
I got this one with the Stitch Beginner's Guide, 19 stitches and easy projects, the beginner's guide.
That's
And then I
nice.
found my other book. I've already got one of these. So, I don't know. Might have to throw it in some yarn bombing. But I got two of those what people lovingly, affectionately call them Stitch Bibles. And how to do the different stitches and the counts and
Yeah, well, that one covers a lot. They can't all be increased, obviously, because of the shaping, but you can shape them differently, like this one.
oh, okay.
That one's the puff lace stitch. You can stretch them. It's pretty much just stretching them. It's not an increase.
So Mel,
But-
are you okay? Mel's crocheting a dress for herself, no pattern, just straight from her head. Wow,
Wow.
that's
Good for
amazing,
you.
Mel. Yeah, that'd be something to see. Yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you on that one about.
Yeah, it's like,
swatches or I don't know.
Darla did that, like cutesy tops that Crystal.
Ouch, Karma, don't bite me. Oh yeah, I
Cross
seen
boots, yes.
Darla's top. Oh yeah, I followed Darla, and when
The
she came
cutesy
out with
top
that,
and the
yeah,
cutesy
and then when
dress.
Crystal gave her a shout out, I thought kudos.
Crystal shared it on Instagram. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, like she did a video, she was crying.
Yep. Yeah, I thought that was
it's
awesome. It's like, wow.
Yeah, my God.
Well, I suppose my cat is being very demanding. Wait a minute. You're
Well,
not
it can
even
get
my
that
cat.
way.
You're my son's cat. I'm grandma. Oh, I did it. Daddy ignored you. You want a treat. Just because you come home at night doesn't mean you get a treat. Well, if you come to grandma, you do. Okay.
Honor of my presence.
It's like, oh my gosh, Karma.
That's,
Come here. Come
it's
here.
like the old saying, dogs have owners and cats have staff.
Yes. I'm not running after you. Grandma, don't run. You know that. Oh, now he's sitting. He's looking up at the treat box. Keep staring at it. It'll magically appear. Ooh. All right.
Maybe he thinks he's got telekinesis. He'll topple
Yep.
down and bust open for him.
Well, Crafts by the Rose. You're not feeling good now? Not trying to chat? Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. I hope you're feeling better. We'll be praying that you feel
Yeah.
better soon.
Yeah, you take a rest and you take care of yourself. Drink lots of water. Don't stress.
All right, I'm going to get up and take care of my cat, so I'm going to have to go
Alrighty,
ahead and go.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's been fun. I like this. Thank you very much.
I like to have people around, someone to talk to.
All right,
I'm
everybody
gonna
have a
forget
good
how to
night.
use my voice.
And then I think when I do my unboxing video, I'm going to have to tag Diana Apple so she knows I actually did it. And she doesn't miss that notification. Watching you,
All
Diana.
right.
All right. Love you guys. Gotta go.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you for
bye-bye.
coming. Bye. All righty. Well, an hour and a half. That's not so bad. Who else is here? I know they are for supporting and love you all. So I'm gonna go more Lisa long, but kind of longness. It's a going joke because now it turns into 10 and we haven't since humans have been alive. Coming, I appreciate every one of you, even the lurkers, everyone who watches this on replay. Thank you for watching till the end. Because if you did, thank you very, very much. All right, so good night, be safe, and I'm going to end this like I do my videos. Au revoir.